A 6-year-old girl comes to me. Her parents get her to me and ask me, can you do something about her? She's acting very cranky. She does not concentrate. Plus, yes, she has got specs too. She looks like this when she's seeing, or when she's seeing the TV, she's making her eyes little crooked. So what can we do about her? We showed her to so many pediatricians and we did everything. We had no solution. So they just came to me, like they were just talking, and they came to me by fluke. It was not planned that they are supposed to come to me, because I'm not a pediatrician. So as me being not a pediatrician, I was just treating their parents for their general problems, whatever they had. And they just had a talk to me regarding their child. I said, when your child is behaving like this, what have you done? What all things have you done for her? We did every possible thing we could. We showed her to the best of the pediatrician. We have started her with some tonics. The funny part was, yes, we did take her to some Baba also, and he has put something around her neck, and he has given her something and some water to drink. And but still we are not convinced regarding her. So the main thing what I decided was, well, greetings, I'm Dr. Usha Dane, a practicing physician and a diabetologist from Johns Hopkins School of Medicine, Baltimore, US. Just by fluke, that small girl who was about 5 to 6 years old, when she was brought to me by her parents, they were just discussing her problems. I advised them, let's do one thing. Can we check her blood? No, but she's so small. Her pediatrician has said it's not necessary to check her blood sugars or any other blood tests. She seems perfectly fine. I said, but let us give us a chance. There is no harm in giving a chance. They said, okay, because you have said, we'll try doing it. She was crying. She was very nasty. She did not let us check her blood for 1 day, 2 days. But the third time, when we convinced her that there is no option, we have to check it, because we are not deriving to any conclusion. So the parents at present were very hesitant about it. But I had to convince them that this is the only thing we can do for her. Being a diabetologist, being for my adult patients also, if I don't have a blood profile with me, I'm not able to correlate how things are going on. One thing only I can say about her is, I think she has got some magnesium deficiency. Might be her magnesiums are low, but other things I am not sure. So I think let's go ahead. So with great difficulty, I could convince them, and we did her blood profile. When we did her blood profile, we found her HbA1c, her blood sugars, glycosylated blood sugars, that was 5.6. I was devastated. I was, my God, what is this? For her age, it should be 4.2. Her B12s and her D3s were also very less. Her vitamin D was, I guess, just about 7 or 8. So she did have vitamin deficiency. And yes, her sugars. They said, she is so small. How can it be? I said, well, it all depends upon her diet. First thing what you can do for her and to help me, we start her with vitamin D doses, and we see that we stop her sugars. So we asked her diet. Her mother said she does not eat anything. So I give her a lot of, what do you call that? Chips. I give her a lot of fries, and I give her a lot of donuts. And this is what is given to her in the tiffins. So I am satisfied, at least she is eating something. So when she's eating something, then I feel okay. If she's not drinking milk and she's not eating her food, so this is the best way I can do for her. This is where the parents are going wrong. They are doing some mistake for them. Their child does not understand anything, but they do understand. Every donut, every sweets that you are eating, you are taking your child towards glycation. What is that glycation? That glycation is like your sugar spikes are coming, your sugar is increasing. You don't need that much sugar in your body, but you are having that much sugar intake. When you are having that much sugar intake, it is but natural. It is but natural that you are going to be cranky, you are going to have mood swings. You're going to have mood swings, you're going to cry. It's going to affect your eyesight. Your eyes, they're going to be weak. Plus so many things. The child is not putting on weight. Why so? It is so simple. Whatever food we eat, each and every molecule that we are eating, whether it be proteins, whether it be biscuits, whether it be chips, whether it is fats, whether it is carbohydrates, all when they go into our bloodstream, they are each and every cell, each and every particle is transformed into glucose. This glucose is required for your muscles for energy. So you require this energy. But at times what happens? You tend to eat more of glucose, so much of glucose that your muscles, your cells will say, stop, we don't want it. It's enough. I think you are overflooding us with all those things. So your muscles will stop responding. So you will not put on muscles. You will not put on strength. So what is that glucose happening in your body? It is floating. So it is floating in your blood cells. When that floating is happening in your blood cells, it is not necessary. It is not the age which counts. It can be 1 year, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, or even 10 or even 50 years. You are going to land up into this crisis, which is known as high blood sugar levels. You're going to have blood spikes. It is going to up and down. Suddenly what happens is, if you eat some donut, for that particular moment, you're going to have a very beautiful pleasure. So nice, I'm so happy, wow. You will go have a spike. But what happens to that spike? It is going to have a sudden fall. Crack, it falls. So when that spike falls, you are going to feel hungry. You are going to crave for more of sugar. You are going to wanting to more of it. You will want more of donuts. You will have more of biscuits. You will have more of cookies. Again, when you take this cookies, you eat this, again you are going to have the spike. So what the mother thinks, oh yeah, at least she's hungry and she's eating a biscuit. She's eating a cookie. So I'm happy. No, you are doing a big mistake. You are taking the child on the wrong path. From childhood, from the time she is small, you are killing her from inside. You get it, my angels? You're understanding? Those small angels who are small, who are not understanding what they should eat, how they should eat. They're eating all the cookies. Nowadays, again, one more thing. If you find the cakes which you get for the birthday, the cake is this much. On top of it, this much icing. So how much sugar is there? Putting their fingers, dipping, they're loving it. For that moment, they're having sugar spikes. When the sugar spike is there is again a sudden fall. Again, they are wanting for more. So again, they are eating something. Again, there is a fall. So this fall is going up and down, which is wrong for them. And it is killing them and it is affecting them, their mood swings. The child is crying a lot. The child is not behaving properly. The child is having mood swings. The child is behaving nasty. The child is making small eyes, peaky eyes when you're looking at the TV. How can a small child have specs? Well, it will. It can. Why can't it? Somebody else's child is so fat and plumpy. My child is not. My child is very thin. Why? Exactly. Because you are not giving the child enough proteins. You're not giving the child a glass of milk which is required. Give the child eggs, proteins, a glass of milk, vegetables. This is more essential for them. When I heard about all the demands, all the things going on by the child and the parents, I advise them to change the diet. Change your diet. In such a small age, we will not give you any tablets. But you have to take care that you change her diet and see, you force her, run behind her and see that she eats the food. After a period of time, when they came to me after 6 months, when I observed the child, yes, there was a lot of difference. It is not a miracle, because from 5.6, her HbA1c, to come down to normal, it is going to take time. And plus, the parents have to be very consistent of what they are doing. They have to be consistent. They don't have to be lazy. We tried it, but she's not. So it is better she's on cookies. It is better that she's eating a lot of donuts. She's eating a lot of ice creams. Yes, another thing, what the parents always give, which I have noted, and which the parents have told me, she takes a lot of watermelon juice. So we thought at least she's taking a fruit juice. Watermelon juice. I was aghast. What are you doing? Watermelon juice? Press it like this. All the roughage is in your hand. The rest is sugars. So you are giving her a sugar juice. What do you think? Are you giving her all the vitamins which is required? The best thing what you can give, the best fruit for her is an apple. They always say, it has been said from time and again, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. An apple, best. A banana, you give her a banana, it is a complete meal. You give a banana which is not very ripe or very pulpy, because again that is very much sugary and it has got a lot of sugar. Your body, it is your body. It does not understand where the sugar comes from, whether it is coming from the sucrose or the fructose, whether it is coming from dry fruits or any other things, or from the syrups, or from any things, ice creams, what you eat. Sugar is sugar for the body. It is not necessary whether you are diabetic or you are not diabetic. There are going to be spikes. The sugar spikes are going to change your mood. You are going to create a brain fog. When you have a brain fog, you are not able to think properly. You are distorted. Your mind is not clear. When your mind is not clear, you will land up into depression. The child becomes cranky, the child lands up into depression, and the child has so many problems. So sugar spikes and sugars and children, very important. You have to take care of your child since childhood. You have to teach the child which is a good food for you, which is a healthy food for you. And it is the job of the parents, not the child. The teacher, the school, they are there for some time, but always the mother, the father, they are there with the kids. So when they are there with the kids, they don't have to put their hands down. We are fed up, we can't do anything. She's eating this, so it's okay. At least she's eating something. No, not at least. In olden times, it was not that way. They were either eating a guava, or they were eating an apple, or they were eating a banana, but not the juice. In those times, there were no biscuits, there were no cookies, there were no cakes. So automatically, they were not having mood swings, and they were healthy children. They were not having all these problems. So all my dear parents, see that you take care of your children. See that you give them a healthy food.